All right, hello, 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 hello. So I just got done teaching class. Today was a fantastic class. What we are going to be talking about today is the safety of being in the New York City area. So in my time here, I've definitely had situations in which I had to be very, very cautious. Not that it has been extreme situations for myself because I haven't been here that long, but I also drive, so I don't worry too much about situations that have happened. But there has been a couple of times in which I'm going to talk about today. So let's talk about two situations that I've been in the past couple of months, in which hopefully my story or these situations will help you to make smart choices when you are traveling or going amongst the New York City area. So the first situation in which we have on this campus, I would say that there is a man that is famous in this area because he likes to prey on students and people in this area. So he has this scam going on where he has food in his hand and he bumps into people and it knocks out of his hand, and he decides to tell them that it was their fault, they need to pay them for the food, and he will get money out of people, or he will attack people, or he will just rob people. So it was me and my shorty, he had came up to visit me, and within our time, we were coming back from an outing. It was about 9-10 o'clock at night, and we are close to campus. So we're walking back. All of a sudden, this man drops some food and lunges at him a little bit. So I look and I'm just like, "What's up?" And he says, "Oh, my sister." We're not related. Let's calm down. He just says, "Well, you knocked into my food. This cost me $40. I need my money. I'm just going to the hospital to see my wife." This time of night, let's just think about the side things. If it's past 8 or 9 o'clock, visiting hours are over. Also, he said he just dropped this food. The food was in one of those pans, those those aluminum foil pans, and aluminum pans, and he just dropped it with the lid. Where is the bag? If you purchase food, it always comes in a bag. Some things to think about. Also, $40 for chicken and rice. Where's the receipt so I can see how much it costs? All things in which, when things are coming at you fast, you don't always think about. But what I will say is that in that moment, when he said everything in which he had to say, we went to a nearby shop and we asked, one of the shop owners, "Hey, what about this man? Does he do this all the time?" He said, don't take out any money. It's a scam. So as he see us talking to the individual, when we told him, first of all, we told him to, okay, wait right here. We'll handle the situation, see what we have. So we go to the store. That's when we ask that question. And to be honest, there is a ATM within the store in which we went to. So after he told us it's a scam, the guy saw us talking. He knocked on the door. He went across the street. He knocked on the door and saw us. And we were going to take out the money at first, but, we knew that it sounds shady. So when we got out the store, he said, so do you have the money? I said, listen, we don't have the money, sorry. And he was like, well, thank you for wasting my time. And I'm just like, okay. First of all, I'm tired. I'm ready to go in the house. I don't want to deal with this. And like I said, we were just trying to mind our business, going back because we didn't want any further situation to happen or it to get escalated, because a situation like this can definitely escalate in a different way. So after we crossed the street to get to campus, he meets up with 3 other people and they start, getting all loud, like, what the F? They lying. Just like trying to intimidate us. And we just kept moving. We reported the situation, and that just was what it was. When we went to public safety, they absolutely told us that this is a scam going on, and they sent out an email about it. The good thing, and which I would say to you, especially for the individuals who are in college, make sure you are looking at the emails that public safety sends out, so you can be aware of what is going on in your city, on your campus, and you are reading the situations that have happened, so you can be alert and aware for what to look out for. The second situation in which I was involved in, or that made me nervous, was one day I was in Brooklyn. Now, mind you, anytime I think about Brooklyn, I always think about what Biggie said when he says, your daughter's tied up in a Brooklyn basement, face it, not guilty. That scares me to death. And I want to make sure that I am super cautious anytime I am in Brooklyn, I am in Harlem, I am around these spaces that, in the Bronx, I just want to make sure that I'm safe, So I was in Brooklyn to see someone who I went to high school with perform his comedy. Funny guy. Shout out to you. And it's Anthony Moore. For anybody who already knows him, he's on top of the world right now, and we'll talk about that later. But so I go to his his show. He is the headliner, and we get to him. I'm laughing. It's funny. Yeah. So after the show, I see him. He talks to everybody, and I'm like, waiting my turn. And then when he comes to see me, I'm like, yo, what's up? We start having a great conversation because I have not seen this man in years. So as we're talking, I then see someone behind him, and the first immediate thing, because let me just tell you, Anthony has been on TV, okay? He's been in the New York area for a while, okay? So I'm just like in the back of my mind, like, oh my God, he got security. He got security, y'all. It's crazy. And so I'm talking to him, and then I'm realizing that this man ain't leaving. He posted up. And I look at the man, and then I look at Anthony. I'm just like, is this your guy? And he's like, I don't know who that is. And I was just like, oh. So I started acting like those people who are on, those people on social media who's like, let me go get my gun. Let me go get my knife. Let me go get my gun. Like as I'm looking inside of my bag and like making a joke, and we both laugh at it because we were trying to make light of the situation. So anyway, we start talking, and I'm like, you think it's small, you gotta think big. I'm just like hyping him up to give him the flowers because he was very funny. And he's always been funny, especially since we've been children, to be honest. And so just moving forward, we're having a great conversation. We then decide, I'm getting tired. He kept saying that. I'm like, I'm like, all right, go ahead, no big deal. So we start going outside, then the man comes outside. So then we go inside. We go inside, the man comes back inside and posts up with us. So then we go back outside again, and he does it again, which really scares me because I'm just like, oh my gosh, he keeps looking at me and Anthony, but specifically me. And in that moment, I just didn't know what to do because, to be honest, I don't necessarily know where I am because that was the first time I went to that spot. So I wanted to, walk back to the train station so I could get on public transportation. And I didn't mind doing that because I'm from the hood, I'm from Philly. But this man, his demeanor, and I don't know if I was paranoid but it was above that. He definitely had me nervous. So my point to say, eventually he did finally leave. But my thing to say all of this is that you have to make sure that you are aware of your surroundings. You have to make sure that you are going out with your friends. You have to make sure that you know where you are, or catch an Uber or catch a Lyft, but make sure you have safety at all times, okay? You have to make sure you are surrounded with people who care about you and know what to do in different types of situations like that, because anything can happen at any time. The great thing is that at a school like this, we definitely do have self-defense classes and boxing classes and those types of things, where a lot of schools have that. So definitely take heed and take those opportunities to go to different classes like that, because those will be the ones that save your life and have your safety. You need to know self-defense. You need to know how to get out of those situations, and sometimes you need to go in packs so this won't happen, or so you can be covered, so people can protect you, so you can protect others. But if you have any questions, please comment them below. If you want to keep the conversation going, let's do it. Let's do it in the comments. If you like this, please like it, comment, share the video. I hope this was helpful to everyone who watched. I'm sure that there are types of situations that happen all the time, and I'm sure that there are individuals in this city who things never happen to. So I don't want you to be scared, but I do want you to be aware of these types of situations that can happen. This is the honest truth about living in a place like this. So you have to be careful, you have to be aware. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I see you back here another day. Have a good one. Bye.